I will start with the check directly. We are on page 75. We are in lesson 2.1. But graph the related function. I will do it by graphing, but we will solve it normally. But just to let you know how we do the function for equation, and if we have equation, how we make it function. Okay, yeah. So we have 2x minus 5 equals negative 11. This is the equation. This is the equation which we will work on. It's linear equation. How linear? We have power 1. Now, how we make it function? It's equation, right? How we make it function? Just make one side a 0. Make one side be what? A 0. Like this negative 11 here. Bring it to the left side. It will be 2x minus 5 plus 11. That minus 5 plus 11, 2x plus equal. Now replace the 0 by y. Y equal to x plus 6. This we call it, what we call this? The function related to the equation. Okay? Again, to make equation as a function, make a side to be what? 0. Make a side to be what? 0. Then replace the 0 by y or f of x, we call it, right? You can say y equal, you can say f of x equal. Now, how we graph this? We did a graph of linear function before. We find x and y intercept, then make our line, Sheikh. Yeah. Let's find x and y intercept for this function to graph it. I'm graphing it only. So here, to find x intercept, we know this idea, put x equals 0. So if x equals 0, y equals 0, if y equals 0, 2x plus 6 equal what? 0. I replaced y by what? By 0. So 2x equal minus 6 means x equals what? This is the x intercept. To find y intercept, but x equal what? 0. Replace x by 0, y will be what? 6. But now we found this is the equation which is given, guys. The question said find the related function, then solve it by graphing. Solving equation means to find the value of x that makes this correct. So, but now I found the related function by making a side 0. Then I replace the 0 by the name of the function. You can say y equal, you can say f of x equal. F of x equal 2x plus 6. This is the name of the function name. It's okay. After that, let's graph it by finding x and y intercept. Now I'm ready to graph. To graph it, just to plot the negative 3 and the 6. The negative 3 on x and the 6 on y, right? This is the x intercept and this is the y intercept. Now make your line. Now focus with me. The solution of the equation, it is the x intercept. What's the x intercept here? So the solution of this equation is what? Now let's check. Replace x by what? 2 times negative 3, negative 5. Done? Or now I did it by graphing, or we do it by the normal way. How to solve the equation? Shift, divide, add. Okay? Or this is our equation, right? 2x minus 5 equals what? Minus 11. Let's shift the negative 5, then divide in 2. Check the equation. So 2x equal negative 11 plus 5. 2x equal negative 6 divided by 2. X will be what also? Now you have the way which you want. You can make it to fraction, but look here. Turn it to function, sorry, not fraction. Then a graph. Then take the x-intercept. It is the solution. It is not only for the linear, for any curve. The solutions are the x-intercepts, okay? Always. Now you can solve it like this way. This way we call it by graphing. Means you graph the related function, then take the x-intercept as a solution. Or you solve it algebraically, normal way. Shift, divide, whatever, okay? Done the check. You can copy it. You can copy. Repeat what, Yabni? I repeat it 3 times while I'm discussing it. Repeat what? يعني negative 5, shift it here, then divide. Yeah, solving equation. What's the meaning of solving equation? To find the value of the variable. We have a lot of ways. منهم الgraphing ومنهم algebraically. For me, I will not ask you to solve an equation by graphing. I will tell you solve equation. انت حر. طلع لي x. Okay? Exactly. But here it has an idea. Because later on when we take quadratic equations, it's important to know the graph. But for the linear, it's okay. What? يبني, this is the equation. I will repeat. يبني, انتبه. This is the equation which is given in the question. Let's read the question. The question said, graph the related function of this equation 2x minus 5 equal negative 11. خلاص? Then use the graph to solve the equation. Check. Have the question. طب, to graph the related function, I need to find the related function. How? By making a side what? Any side, either the left side or, but here it is easier to flip the negative 11 here than to flip the 2 terms here, right? So this is 0. Replace the 0 by a function name. You can say y equal f of x, h of x, d of x, whatever. Okay? So this is what we call this, the related function of the equation. خلاص? Now this related function, I went here and I graphed it. How? By using our way. We graph linear function before, right? Using x and y intercept, then you graph, then make your line. The x-intercept is the solution, not the y-intercept. What's the solution of the equation? X-intercept. Done, guys? Huh? This? No. Let me know. This is not the check. What I wrote for you here. Or yani, you can use this way to find the negative 3, which is the solution. Or you can use shifting and dividing normally. You want to check? Put negative 3 here. This is the checking. 2 by negative 3, negative 6, negative 5. هذا التشيك. لا مش important. هذا ما تدرس. Yes. Yeah, this one. This is not equation. This is not equation. هذه equation. هذا ايش اسمه؟ Function. Equation. Function. This equation, I make the function of it, then I graph it. The x-intercept is the solution. Or you solve it algebraically. What do I mean with algebraically? shifting, dividing, the steps normal. Next. Type. Estimating the solutions, I don't want them. I will go to the linear inequalities. Now, how we solve the second part? Now we did linear equations. Now we'll do what? Solving linear inequalities. لا, this is the second part. Linear inequality. Now, sorry. Now here, we call this equation because it has what? Equal with two sides, right? Now the inequality, it has one of the following sign, either less than, more than, less than or equal, more than or equal. And we talked before how to graph inequalities, right? Remember the steps, turn it to equation, find the intercepts, then use the 0, 0 as reference point, remember? Fine. Now to solve inequalities, it is the same of solving equations. ركز معي. To solve inequalities, it is the same of solving what? Means. If you have addition, you will do shifting by subtracting, right? Multiplication, you will do divide, divide, multiply, subtract, add, normal, عادي. Now. No. In greater than, خليها greater than. Less than, less than, ما فيها كيف تجيب لها equal غصب يعني. Now, we said to solve linear inequalities, it is the same of solving linear equations, عادي. But with one difference. For example, focus with me here. Now, if I want to solve 2x equal 8, divide by 2 both sides, check. Divide by 2, 2x equal 8, divide by 2, divide by 2, x equal 4, right? But if I want to solve negative 2x equal 8, divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2, x equal negative 4, right? So in the equation, if we have multiplying, we dividing, right? Right. In the inequalities now, I said it is the same steps except one difference, right? For example, if I have 2x less than 8, how I will solve it? I will divide normally by 2, عادي. 2x less than 8, divide on 2, divide on 2, so x will less than what? في مشكلة؟ طيب, this is the difference here. If I have negative 2x less than 8, if you divide or multiply both sides of inequality by negative value, you switch the inequality sign. If it's less than, it will be less than or equal, more than or equal. If it's more than, and go on. خلاص? Again, if you divide or multiply, not add or subtract, divide or what? Both sides of the inequality with negative number, you switch the inequality sign. Got it? For example, here, negative 2x less than 8, I will divide both sides by negative, right? After you cross and you get the x down, you switch this. It is less than, it will be, and semi. Done? This is, switch it. خلاص اعكسها. More than اعملها less than. Less than اعملها more than. Only where if you divide or multiply both sides by a negative number. It's important. طب here, did I switch? I make division, but I didn't switch. Why? Because it's positive. عادي بخليها زي ما هي. Done. X plus 9 more than 8. Shift the 9. X more than 8 minus 9. X more than negative 1. لا ما أنا شو حكيت ها؟ If ركز. If you divide or multiply, حكيت add or subtract؟ لا. divide or multiply both sides of inequality by negative, both sides by negative, like this example, divide both sides by what here? I switch the inequality sign only. Less than, it will be best. Is this clear? Let's take example. Now I'm in example 6. ركزوا معي شوي. Example 6, page 78. Sorry. Yeah. In example 6, we have negative 5.6n plus 12.9. جهز الكالكوليتر. More than or equal. More than or equal. ركز. Of negative 71.1. Now leave everything. Just pay attention here, please. The question said or wants us to solve the inequality and graph its solutions. Got it? We will solve the inequality and graph the solutions. Got it? So first step, we will solve the inequality as we did for the equation to find the value of the variable, right? So here, what's our variable? N. So I will shift, divide, and find n alone to be alone, right? In the equations at the end, n equal, right? Here n will be more than or less than. Yeah, more than مش شكل inequality. Yalla, let's do our steps normally. How we do it? We shift this positive 12.9 here, عادي. Okay? Yeah, negative 5.6n more than or equal negative 71.1 minus 12.9, right? Remember two-step equation? Shift, then divide or multiply. 12. So negative 5.6n more than or equal negative, are you sure? Yeah, negative 84. Now what's the next step? To divide, right? صح? To find the value of n, we need to divide both sides by what? By negative 5.6. And what I said a few minutes ago, if you divide or multiply both sides of inequality by negative sign, which is negative, I will change what? So let's divide both sides by negative 5.6 and negative 5.6. These are gone. Still what here? n. n شو بصير بهذه؟ اعكسها. جدان. Why? I divided both by. طب لو كان هذا بوزيتيف ما بتضل زي ما هي. Done. طيب how much this? Negative 84 divided by 5.6. Exact 15. Positive 15. So n is less than or equal what? 15. Now how we graph this? This is the solution. n is less than or equal. But if n is 4, is it solution? Is 4 less than or equal 15? Yes. Then solution. If if n is 9, is it solution? Yes. But if n is 17, is it solution? No. N should be less than or equal 15. If n 15, is it solution? Yes, it has equal. Got it? Now let's graph these solutions. But how many solutions do we have? Infinitely many. Any number less than or equal 15, it will be what? A solution. Not like the linear equation. We have x equal 4, one solution, right? Now let's graph its solution. Now we make the number line and we put our answer here, which is, now if it's less than, I will go to the left of the number. More than, right of the number. Less than or equal, we have equal sign, right? So on the 15, I put a closed circle. لا. هي فاتح الاونلاين. فاتح كل شيء تمام. ما في مشاكل. انا فاتح. انا بسجل فيها على كل حال. اذا حكى معك قول له الحصه حتنزل مسجله. ماشي. Now this is 15, right? Now because we have equal sign, we put a closed circle on the number, okay? Now where I will go, to the left or to the right of 15? Left, because n is less than 15. So I will shade the left side only. Means all these numbers here forever, for negative infinity, and here what? All these numbers here, each number here is what? Is a solution for this inequality, each number. But each number here is not a solution. Done? Terminal idea. I will repeat it. I will repeat it. Now, when I say I will repeat, I won't accept questions later. Now here I will solve this. It is two-step. I will shift the 12.9, then I will divide by negative 5.6. If I divide for the inequalities, I switch the inequality sign. So n is less than or equal positive 15. To graph the solution, I will draw a number line, put my 15 at the middle. Because we have equal here, I make it closed. But if I don't have equal, it will be circle, normal open circle, عادي صغير, but open. Okay? What's the meaning of open or closed? Here, the 15 is included with the solutions. But if I have open circle, means the 15 is not included in the solutions. This shade, closed circle, open circle. Done? Huh? Infinity, yeah. Means for, sorry, positive. Forever. And here negative infinity for the left. And less than, you mean. Less than, we go to the left. More than, we go to the right. More than what? 15 more than what? No, we more than n, yeah, but but how we read the inequality here? From where we read? From the number or the variable? From the variable. We don't say 15 more than n. We say what? N less than or equal. Less. Less means I will go to the right. Sorry, left. More than, if you say more than, if I write the inequality, it's important. Like this. Don't say 8 more than x. You will be confused. What you will say here? X less than x. هم نفسهم. But to know where you will go, left to right. Exactly. And how I will graph this one? If you say 8 more than x, you will say, to the right, more than, right? But if you read it from the variable, what you will say? X less than 8, you will graph the 8, open circle, because the x has no equal sign, and x less than means I will go to the left also. Don't forget, read always from the variable, not from the number. Let's do another check. What? ايش نعمل؟ نعد؟ ايش نعد يا ابني؟ نعد شو؟ ما فيش عد يا حبيبي، ما في عد. Do the check with me. يلا. need to study انت لازم. يلا. We have check after example 6. The question said, what is the solution of negative p, negative 3 more than or equal negative 4 bracket p plus 6? The question said, what is the solution of this inequality? And then graph the solution. Okay, done. Now in this inequality here we have parentheses. We know that always when we have parentheses, we need to get rid of the parentheses as a first step. So let's get rid of this parentheses by distributing the negative 4, right? By multiplying. So this is equal negative p minus 3 more than or equal. Now negative 4 times p, negative 4 times 6. Now remember, if you have variables in both sides, you make the variables to the left and the numbers to the, then simplify, check. So here we will shift negative p stay. I will shift negative 4b here. It will be what? plus 4p. Still more than or equal. Here, negative 24. Plus 4p, right? Yeah. Negative 24 plus 3. Did I change the sign? No, I'm shifting, means I'm adding and subtract. I'm not dividing or multiply. Right. Now let's simplify. Negative 1p هذه صح? Plus 4p. Negative 1p plus 4p. 3p positive, right? Subtract, put the bigger sign. Subtract and put the bigger sign. More than or equal. Negative 24 plus 3. Negative 21. Now what I will do? I will divide both sides by what? By 3. So p, did I divide by negative? Still the same. Negative 21 divided by positive 3, negative 7. Now read the inequality, the solution. P more than or equal, now you graph it. High negative what? Negative 7. P more than or equal, we have equal, so here I will put close. More than, I will go to the right, means each number from negative 7 or more is what? Is a solution. Each number less than 7 is not a solution. Huh? All of this is the answer. All of it, all of this is the answer. هذه P greater than or equals negative 7. مالها؟ لا هذا كله الانسر. No need. If you want to graph the inequality? I'm graphing the solutions of the inequality. I'm not graphing the inequality as we did before. I'm solving the inequality and graph the solutions. Yes. ها؟ كيف يعني ال P1? Negative P. What's the number here? The number. The coefficient we call it. Here, what is it? With the negative شو بصير؟ Negative 1. Negative 1 plus 4. لا, positive 3. يعني negative 1 plus 4. Done. 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 But I will give you another example about solving inequalities. How many time we have? Good. Done this one. Another example. Example. It's not solved in your book. Negative 36 minus 2 with W plus 77 more than negative 4 with 2W plus 52. Okay. I will make this plus, معلش. Okay. Yeah. Now the first step here, we have two parentheses, right? Let's get rid of the parentheses. Here I will solve the inequality, then I will graph the solution. Okay. Let's solve first. Now I will get rid of this bracket. How? Distributing what? Huh? Negative 2 in the parentheses. And here distributing the 4. Then I will shift each term what I want, right? Yeah. Now here negative 36 stays the same. Negative 2 times W, negative 2 times 77. Hello. More than stay. 4 by 2W, 8W, right? 4 by 52, 208. خلاص? Now we have W's here and here, numbers here and here. Shift. Make the W's on one side, make the numbers on the other side. So here هذا النيجاتيف 36 هنقول هناك بدي اياه نمبر انا. شو حيجي اول شيء؟ نيجاتيف 2W بعدين negative 8W and these two numbers will be there, right? More than, we have 208, start with it, plus 36, plus 100 ish 54, right? Right? Now let's simplify. Negative 2, negative 8, negative 10W more than 300. Now we are ready of division, right? So let's divide both sides by negative 10. I divided the inequality in both sides with negative. What we said? So W comes down. More than, it will be what? Less than. So this one, negative 39.8 if you divide on 10. Now this is the solution. Let's what? Now I'll put my answer in the middle and here negative 39.8. And let's read it. Read it. W less than, so I'll go to the right, left, sorry. And this here open, no equal sign, and I will go to the left. Done? Huh. Another line over the first line? Yes, you can do what you want. Just tell me that this is the wanted area only. Now the wanted part of the line, it's not area. Okay? And you can, some books do like this. Sorry. Some books do like this. عادي. ما في مشكلة. Done the inequalities. So how we solve the inequality? We do the same steps of the equations. But in one different thing, which is if you divide or multiply both sides of the inequalities by negative, you switch the sign of the inequality. That's all. Yes, Ibn. 39.8. I divided by negative 10. 398. Because we divided on 10. Right? By the way, these numbers, are you sure about the answer of these numbers? خلاص. ايش؟ ليش ما ايش؟ ابني it was greater than, but we switch it. Why we switch it? طيب, we divide on what? On negative. طب if this negative 10 was positive 10, do we switch? Still the same. عادي. بتصير بدل على الليفت شو وين بتصير؟ عادي. موضوع سهل على فكرة. Your homework for today is selected me. We are on page 79. From 1 to 9. From 1 to 9. Select يا سامي. عملت selection. One, 2, 10. فهمت؟ Now go down. $12, $13, 14 15 16. Now 12 13 14 15 16. Remember the idea of solving for a variable. أخذناها أمس صح؟ حكينا to solve for a variable you will do your steps or simplifications until you get this variable equal. مش هيك؟ تمام. هو معطيك الايكويجن يعني تطلع على question 12. The equation is given I equal PRT صح؟ The question wants you to solve it for آخر شيء for T. يعني بده P equal. شو بنعمل؟ we divide. لا. See the examples of yesterday. طب in the next page please. هاي مستر صرنا 4 أيام نشتغل باللسن ما تاخذش homework. ماشي but we have 3 days without homework right? We have long lesson يا مستر. I don't care. I don't care والله. يلا 33. لا لحظة. لا. Down. 36. 37. بس. شوف كيف أنا حنين معك. Now موضوع that's all for today.